Hello everyone, welcome back to Ultimate League Season 21 as we find ourselves here at the round number 5. Looking at the standings, not much has really changed. We see both on times continuing to dominate the championship as both of them have finished every single race in the on the podium. And then we see here now Kubo climbing up into third place, being now ahead of Fatmi who missed this previous race. And then we see here JT who had a very bad results, now being very close to Hanandi, who actually got his first win since season 19. In the meantime, looking at the team standings, one time still continues to dominate as well. Then we see LSA getting a little bit of a distance in second place, but definitely not safe, as we see then this huge battle still going on for the last two podium positions in the constructors. Looking at today's track, it is the circuit of Gwangju, which is a fictional circuit made by Lil One and is situated in South Korea. As you can see, this track contains quite a few straights, especially the back straight. It is the longest one, as well as even the main straight seems to be pretty long. Then we see a lot of these sort of 90-ish degree turns as well, with the mix of some larger U-turns, and then we got that hairpin on the left that seems to be quite tight there. And then in terms of tires, each tire can definitely work on their own different ways. We see with the straights, the soft tires will definitely be the way to go, but at the same time with some of the parts on this circuit, it seems to be that the hard tires may also work pretty well. So let's see how good things go in terms of strategy. It's definitely going to be a very interesting race on that aspect. So without any further ado, let's then get ourselves into the qualifying session. Alrighty, so here we are then in qualifying here in South Korea. I don't remember exactly the name of the track. I know it has W with G, it starts with G actually, the name. But either way, as we see then, from the drivers who are here filling in, we got Ricky Boy in Lynx Racing. We see other unusual drivers. Let's see. There should be more, I believe. Oh yeah, Glow. Then in Lynx Racing as well. And then we got maybe those are the only two drivers, as we see they're about to finish the first lap then. And yeah, I think that might be it. Oh, Connor as well. And he's racing for Ricard Auto, which, yeah, it's kind of funny because at some point they were supposed to have Namskar, and that would have been a hell of an upgrade for them, but now, yeah, they have Connor instead. But let's see what can he do then here with the Polish team, as we see then Figueira, who else but Figo, then on provisional pole after the first lap. And as you can see, qualifying seems to be pretty close so far. And let's see now, Figo again, he does improve. Then we see Hernani up to second place, JT in third, and this might be very crucial. It's not a 1-2 for one time, but yeah, Figo doing what JT used to do back in season 18, I'd say, which is beating everyone else by a hell of a gap. But yeah, here we go then, final lap here in Gwangju, and let's see, they are on the final turn. As we see Figo there now on that final straight, can he take and keep that pole position? As we see Kubo Flix improves there to second place. Kubo and Hernani are tied for third. So looking at the starting grid, then we got Figueira then starting on pole position, looking for revenge as he did not manage to keep his streak of wins in the previous race. Then we see Flix then in the second place. It is a front row lockup for one time, and then we see a two-way tie here for between Kubo and Nandi for third place. Then on this third row we got Charge 80 and Johnny Food, and we see F1 Fan with Member Goat, and then we got Ozzy and Blank tied for P9. And then we see Juroni starting ahead of both Flow Forces here, Corded and Serge, and we got Glow followed by Sexy Digger. Then we see Matimar followed in by Ricky Boy, and then Connor. Alright, here we go then for the race. The drivers are ready, and so let's break some necks here today in Korea. And the race is on as all of the lights go out, as we see 1-2 for one time. We got Flix right now not trying to challenge Figo, as we see Nandi right behind with Kubo. Then as we see them definitely looking for some revenge, as we see Flix just trying to go side by side there with his teammate, as we got Kubo in P4, so no big changes here at the front, but at the back though we see a Fan just going wide as Blank goes in into a P9. Then we got Member Goats going side by side with Johnny Fu. At least he was looking up the inside there, as we see a huge train all following Figueira, the championship leader, now leading this race, as we see him making a little mistake there into turn 1. But no big danger so far, as he managed to just keep this wall of cars. We see, oh my god, man, better go to Johnny for going wide there. Some drama happening there to the SCP driver, as he looked more promising in the previous season, not gonna lie, but the results are still very solid for him. But I feel like there's been a few drivers who have been sort of surpassing him this season. So we see Ozzy, Man by the Goat, and as we got then Kubo here in P4, also trying to battle for the podium, and JT is maybe trying to refine himself, as used to be one of the front runners, but this season is really not going all that well. He got P10 in the previous race, and that was one of his worst results in these recent races. And it's not too worse, because he actually did finish last once back in season 12 in Alton Park. Now as we got then, I think it's actually impressive because GT did actually won a race in the exact same season. I think it's the first time you may have seen someone being last and first in the same season. Especially at least that last place not being a DNF. That's what I would say. So as we got then here, this group of 5 cars, we got Kubo just trying to go up the inside. This could be a little bit dangerous though. That may just allow for the one times to just get away. But yeah, this will be very interesting. They are all on the mediums, so I wonder how things goes when it comes to strategies. Of course, they will have to change their tires. We see Menbergot being a little bit twitchy here, but he's not exactly teleporting. Just it does not look very smooth. In the meantime, we got Oz in P6, looking for a very good race so far. And in the meantime, his teammate though cannot really say the same. Look at Sexy Digger down in P16, as we got Connor and Sedge battling each other. We see O'Connor just going very wide there. And we see Matimar also struggling, so it's not looking to be a good day for Ricard Alto in general. As we see Blank also down in P12 at the moment, battling Corville. Well, I believe there's some concerns about him lagging. But yeah, maybe we can look more towards the back, because at the front they're all just battling each other. As we see then Sexy here just following Ricky Boy here. And there he goes, they go side by side now on the back straight. Sexy Digger has the inside. Can he make the move here for P15? And there he goes then. The leftian is successful there. As we then see Juran and F1 Fan battling for P9. I mean, they're not exactly battling, but yeah, we saw F1 Fan out for I believe 2 races in a row, as he makes a little mistake now. And I think this sort of really screwed up his momentum in this season, and he really started pretty well, battling for some top 5s. And in the meantime, looks like Shitty has fallen behind of the group. Same with Kubo. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, we got then Hanadi, then the one who won and stopped Figo's streak then in the previous race. That was a hell of a performance from him. I think it was the first time I saw Hanadi challenging Figo in the proper way. And yeah, obviously the luck was definitely on his side, but that luck didn't exactly give him that many seconds of advantage to Figo. So it was all a very close race in the end. And but yeah, of course, Figo definitely came alive on that final stint and was very close to catch him. But yeah, during that race, Hanida was definitely catching Figo. But yeah, let's see then. So we got then this little group of 3, JT already falling behind, so not sure if he's really looking to fight for the win once again, which is just sad to see. I hope that he could return to his prime and battle Figo more. As well as Nadi, who I believe could also be on pair with Figo, but yeah, Flix though, he's been very solid in qualifying, and that's been a huge help for one time, as we see him maybe slowing down there. It kind of felt like he was a little bit slow on the straight line. And, oh my god. I hope that was not him brake checking there, but as we see now, they're going into the pits then all on lap 10. And I believe they're gonna be swapping to the hards. Oh, but Nani went for the mediums. JT going for the softs. So this will be very, very interesting, and lucky for him now, they just managed to come out ahead of Corvid. It was probably going to be very stressful there, just seeing 3 cars all side by side with him. And he's just trying to not get pushed out of the track, as we see JT then getting past Kubo. As Kubo is going to be just taking the ride, basically. The JT train, as we see, they got then the charge. Then as you see, he goes up the inside of Corvin. Now Corvin might just ruin the police driver's plans here as he goes in up the inside. As, oh my god, he's just looking some very close racing here, but I think Kubo finally got it, as of course he does have that grip advantage. As we see now, Ozzy's just getting closer because of all of this. Look at him, he might just be able to catch that slipstream, and he does. But he does seem to have older tires, so I'm pretty sure he may have just made an undercut, so yeah, interesting. He did this interesting stuff here. In the meantime, we see Nandi now up to second place. We got Flixton, but Nandi goes for that switch back as they go so close there, but Nandi goes into the grass. Maybe a little push from Figo. But yeah, they're not exactly in the first 3 positions right now, because Menbergot is still yet to pit. So yeah, Menbergot just trying to enjoy that clean air, but I think he's gonna pit right now, so right on time for Figo. And I wonder who's Blank talking about. Could it be Johnny 4? Not totally sure. Oh, I think he might be from Blank, the lag. But I saw him ghosted, but maybe because when I was watching Menbergot was obviously ghosted because of being in the pit, so I'm not totally sure there. But yeah, now look at this, the Stargoats on their little slipstream train, which is actually very good because Blake is on the softs, though on very old tires though, so maybe soon he's gonna have to let his teammate pass. But in the meantime, the top 3 though, they continue to battle. Figo still in the lead now, Flick second, and Nandi third. But yeah, Nandi definitely needs to play his cards right and see what can he do. But yeah, that's the main thing now. As he's on the medium, so he might just pit earlier. And yeah, if that happens, then he might potentially get himself compromised, because if the others just manage to slow him down, then there's not much that he might be able to do. And so yeah, Nandi Deft is gonna have to be careful, as he's trying to do something different to the one times here. And yeah, of course, he's gonna have to pick the hards or the softs at some point in this race, as he has not that. As we see him now going up the inside of Flix, he makes the move now. Flix takes up the lead as Figo goes quite deep and takes Nani with him. Now they're gonna be swapping positions. Nani's gonna try and take that opportunity to take second. There goes, you know, again on that one-time sandwich. But as we see now, Flix going up the inside, but he gives space to Nandi. And Nandi also completes his move then around the outside to retake that second place then. As we see old Flix going very wide, Figo not having a good entry, as we see them almost creating a lag rocket there. But now Hunandi takes the lead. So Hunandi leads the way. Figo now will stay in second place, but let's see. Things are starting to get very exciting. It feels like we are back to season 19, but now I would argue that it is Nani that is looking to drive better rather than Figo not being at his best. So yeah, look at this. We also have Flix right behind. It's a 2v1 race here, as we see Figo going then up the inside there with Nandi. Flix will take then the lead of the race then. As we see Figo really going aggressive, he's defending there. Because now you're going to try and get past his teammate, maybe trying to swap positions once again. And now we are back to square zero. So crazy stuff happening in the top 3. In the meantime, JT, I think he has pitted. As he goes in P11, right behind Corvid, so a little bit unlucky for him now. He's going to have to try and get past him as soon as he can. And because yeah, he's just losing a lot of time with this In the meantime, we see Flix beating. Ooh, so that is interesting. Flix then goes into the pits. Let's see, I think he should be quite a big distance to Glow there, so he's down in P8. And yeah, in the meantime, we see Johnny Fu and Ben Bergoat. Johnny Fu looking a bit. Oh my god. It's really hard to judge on this one, but I think he should be able to stay for now. But I'll have to see. In the meantime, we got Hanani then pitting after a lap later than Flix, and there he goes in Flix. He has now pitted, but yeah, now this all just giving Figo the advantage because Flix down. Pretty sure is gonna try and slow down Hanandi to allow for Figo to be on this group, and so they can have. Oh, this felt like a server lag, but it didn't seem big, so we're gonna continue with the race then. And to be honest, the field is already spread out as we see then Ozzy into the pits. Oh yeah, maybe Johnny. Yeah, I think Marigold looks fine now, but Johnny Fu though, cannot really say the same. But yeah, at least getting him aware that he's teleporting. The thing though is that not too severe. But yeah, in the meantime, here we go. Then Figo leaves the pits, and as I said, then he's now right with Flix and Hanandi, so he has the advantage. He has that tire advantage. We see now Hanandi just trying to take that lead of the race. He has the inside line now. Ooh, he may have pushed Flix there. Oh yeah, Johnny fooled you, Johnny. And let's see, oh, he may push Figo as well. I was just telling Johnny to DNF because his leg just got worse. And so that's STP being then a driver short then. And but yeah, it's so handy, I think, pushing Figo there. Now he is back in third place, but yeah, I wonder if the one times will take some action after the race, as we see then Handy just trying to keep up with Figo. And yeah, I feel like if Figo gets away, it should be the win. He should be just get the win then, because he has that tire advantage. Flix has that sort of disadvantage, and maybe this is convenient. It might allow for Figo to just take the lead or get away, and yeah, and be in a more casual way, or I'd say. But as we see now, Hernandi maybe losing that slipstream now, I think, but he's just managed to get it back. So that was a very close call there. Bit of a scare from Hernandez. We see Figo once again just touching that grass on the inside. I don't think it's really supposed to do that. But yeah, as we see then, Hernandez just staying there. In third, then we got Blank with F1 Fan and Juruni. And then we see, oh, it was not great from Glow. I have to tell it to the NF as well. As we see now F1 Fan and Juruni. Oh my god, there's some crazy battling. Now Glow looks fine. But yeah, there was some crazy battling there. Now RJT then leaves the pits. Already made his third pit stop, which is crazy. But yeah, he's going for the mediums then. He now gets past the Frenchman. You see him just sort of breaking late. I'm trying to watch to see if he's more laggy again, and doesn't seem so now. But yeah, so back at the front end is still the same thing here. Figo, Flix and Hernandi. It's actually been the podium this time around. It's interesting. Flix really just putting himself as a top 3 contender. As we see now, Hernandi having a look at the inside there. Flix just not letting him go. But yeah, that moment though that we saw, as we see, oh my god, Flix is slowing down sometimes quite a lot here, not gonna lie. As we see then Hernandi landing third place. We then have Kubo there in P4 doing an amazing race. Shitty, what the hell are you doing, man? P9, come on, you're better than that. As we see his strategy clearly not working because we see Manberg with just one nice pit stop, but with his tires being in the same life, and the thing is that he has the hard tires, so his tires are gonna get better than JT's. So yeah, in the meantime, as we see, Flix leads the way. He has a bit of a distance now. It is Figo and Hernandi battling for that second place, but I think the Latvian will be slowing down. So yeah, there you go then. Back to square zero again. As we see now the one-time swapping positions, Hernandi then goes up inside. Flix tries to defend towards the middle of the track. As we see now Hernandi and Flix side by side again, and oh. It was a server lag, but I don't think the one was really screwed. I think all good. Yes. I think Figo was getting away either way, as we saw. Hernandi and Flix battling that. I would attribute that. So we see then Figo then leads the way now, lap 32. At least starting lap 32, as we see now Hernandi going wide there with Flix, trying to go up the inside, but Hernandi now retakes that second place. As we see, oh my Jesus Christ. Fucking hell, that was... The thing is that the grid is just spread out right now, and I'm continue to see people being spread out at the moment, so... Yeah, very tricky here. In the meantime, it's still low. As we've got... Oh my god, Corby just going extremely wide there. What the hell even happened there? That's... Yeah, I think... No, Flix has pitted, so... It is not, like, related. But yeah, here we go then. Figo getting away with this one. Flix has already pitted now for the third time, which I think may have been his last time. And now we got Figo and Hernandi on the similar tires. But I don't think this is going to be great for the Hungarian, because now Flix is going to be in second place. So I think Flix will be trying to cause some damage and not really allow Hernandi to be closer to Figo. If he even has the pace to challenge Figo this time around, as we got then Kubo right now in second place on very old tires, trying to take advantage of this slipstream from Figo, just taking that ride and allowing him to finish in P4 pretty much, as we see him now just staying with Figo, really learning that art of slipstream from the anti-amazing back in the day, as we see him now just staying there with the championship winner, but he goes off. That was a Kubo thing. Jesus Christ. Ooh. Yeah, he's having some crazy teleportations. I'm pretty sure it's just him. But let's see if he's gonna... No. Yeah, that was slam dunk. Yeah, he had to leave there. But yeah, I think Kubo will understand. He's one of the people who usually takes this one easy. Probably the one that maybe harder was in Niagara Falls back in season 13, where he felt like he had the pace to win the race. But as we see now, Hernandi and Flix side by side for second place once again. This is the big battle here. Hernandi is just staying behind the Latvian then. But yeah, Hernandi at least will be trying to stop one time for getting that 1-2 finish. As we see then, Hernandi then maybe going up the inside. Flix tries to maybe shut the door there, but he gives him the space, but he goes off there. As we see now, Hernandi and Flix side by side. Hernandi has that inside line, and he has second place right now. But Flix still has that slipstream. Hernandi goes defensive there. He's gonna try and go around the outside, but Hernandi keeps that position. But now Flix is not gonna give up. He goes up the inside once again. And there you go, so the battle continues here for second place as Nandi has pretty much, Figo has pretty much got away with this one, so I'd say redemption accomplished there. We saw Nandi now getting his door shut in the face from Flix as he goes up inside, but he thought better of it. And yeah, then we see here Journey Blank now very close to each other there, but he slows down. But yeah, right now we had two DNFs to lag. And yeah, now we see then Nandi going up the inside. There's he going to the back straight. Nandi, can he retake the position here? And I think he can. And I think it's going to be like this until the end of the race then. As we go then. Nandi and Flix side by side. Flix then takes that inside line. And he takes back that second place. In the meantime, we got then Manbergoat with a good chance of beating Char GT right now. Look at him, just 7 laps to go here. As he goes side by side now, and he has the outside, GT is gonna slow down for him. So yeah, GT, I feel like he has not practiced at all for these races, as we see the Nazi in P4 and running P5. Wow. That is actually incredible to see, as we got then Blank now in P8, but yeah, obviously Kuba's retirement did allow for some people to have one free position, as we see now Nandi around the outside completing the move for second place. Flix tries to go up the inside there, but I'm not sure if there was really space there, and then it was already turning. As we see then now, just 5 laps to go to the end of the race. And this is the big battle then. Yes, for the win, Figueira already just looking to have yet another one. As we see then Flix and Nandi still going at it. It's going to be a 1v1 race right to the end. As we see now, Nandi having a little grass touch there. As Flix aggressively goes into the inside there. Really just trying to make sure that Nandi's not going to try and make a move. But they need to be careful though. Because look at Ozzy. He may not seem to be very close, but he's definitely gaining time because of these two drivers battling each other. But yeah, now the main thing though is that Flix has 1 lap older tires, so that should make a big difference towards the end of this stint. As we see now Nandi just touching the grass again. Flix gonna have the outside, he has some momentum there, but Nandi defends, but Flix goes for the nice switch back there. What an amazing move there from the Latvian. As now there's only 3 laps to go. Nandi down in 3rd place, trying to now stay on that slipstream here, which he managed to do. But yeah, look at Ozzy, he got a lot closer to them, but I'm not sure if he can really get them in time. As we see the gap to Figo really just, yeah, extending like hell. As we see, it really shows how crazy this battle has been. As we see them just constantly swapping positions, and then he goes up the inside, he tries to slow down there. And I think he realized that that was just not great, so he's gonna let Flix to get 2nd place then. So that avoids him a penalty, I'd say, at least for that instance. But as we see then, Flix still 2nd, Nandi 3rd. Figo is about to start the final lap of the race, and what a race it has been for him. As we saw, obviously Flix definitely a bit of a helper, but Figo definitely does have the fastest pace here, and just looking amazing here, and just setting then for another race win then. As we see then Flix now battling Nandi. As we see, yeah, Nandi just trying to go for the move. As we see then it's the final lap of the race. Figueira then is going to be taking that redemption here in Guangzhou. As we see then Nandi now taking 2nd place. Flix, can he do it? Something on the inside. He's gonna try and do it. As we see, but Nandi somehow stays around the outside and he's gonna take 2nd. What a move there from Nandi. Ozzy got very close to them, as we saw how much time they just lost with that. Then we see Manbergoat in P5 again. JT, then you got Chironi Blank. Then it's Glow, Carvid. As we see, Sedge now in P12. And then it's Matimar, followed by Sexy Digger. And we see Connor. And here we go then. So looking at the race results, it is Figueroa then getting back to that top step of the podium with Nandi then taking second place and Flix in first. So another double podium for one time. Then we got Ozzy with P4 with Memberigot then in P5. Then we see JT continue his low form here in P6 followed by Juruni. Then we got Blank in P8 followed by F1 Fan with who gets the fastest lap of 30.92. Then we see Glow then closing that top 10 with then the Wolf Flow Forces there with Cardid and Setch there P11, P12. Then we see Matimar followed by Sexy Digger. Then we see Connor just ahead of Ricky Boy, and then we got the DNFs of Kubo and Johnny Fu. So that's it then for the race results. Let's then get ourselves into the post-race interviews. Right, so let's go then into the interviews as I see Figo here, probably a lot happier this time around compared to last time as you managed to get your redemption today.
Yeah, I'm just decently happy. But yeah, definitely a kind of sense of frustration at one time, I think. We wanted to get the 1-2, so it's just unfortunate that we couldn't. You know, it's great that we secured the win. But yeah, I mean, like what do you call it? The 1-2 was the goal. So we didn't quite get it. I think strategically, maybe it could have been one there. I think I just told Flix to pit maybe too early. Yeah, we just tried some things to try lose Andy, and it didn't quite work. I wanted them to pit early and then kind of undercut him, like everyone again, so that maybe he could undercut me, and then like kind of just hold my slip till the end. But it just didn't quite work out that way. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like Hernandy's always the thorn in the side, isn't he? But I think next race we'll maybe try something else to try and secure the 1-2. But yeah, it's a good race nonetheless.
Alright then, as then we go to Hernandi. And what a crazy battle that was there with Flix. And right at the end it was... I thought that Flix got you as he had the inside, but somehow you just... On my screen I just saw you kind of using that grass runoff and somehow keeping around the outside and yeah, keeping P2 that way. So yeah, what can you say?
Yeah, that was quite something. I mean, uh, over the last few laps, I saw that Flix was struggling a bit with turn 9 on the worn tires. So, like he overtook me after I overtook him. He was ahead for the last lap. You guys saw that. I I thought I could stand a chance in that corner again, so I didn't really force it earlier. And I think he hit a bit of grass in the apex. I passed on the long straight, and he went for quite a crazy dive. I think I was just a pixel off from being completely on the grass and losing all my speed. I have no clue how he lost his speed, but well, I just had more speed for the final straight, so it kind of worked out. It was a nice battle. It's a shame because I didn't want to lose Figo's slip, of course, but there was like a small server lag, and I kind of, I mean, take the skill issue, I kind of got confused by it and just drove a weird turn 1, didn't really hit grass or anything, but yeah, bit of a shame for that. But at the very least, I can stop them from getting a 1-2. That fills me with a lot of joy. To be as annoying to them as possible. Of course, the win was not there this week. I think Figo was just faster, and also F1 Fan had a roller coaster of a race. Quite the bad first stint, but he climbed back up. He got P9 in the fastest lap. So once again, I think we are the second best team on points, and I think P2 in the constructors is pretty much decided.
Alright, then yeah, definitely with JT downing P5, Jolly Fu, DNF definitely not helping them on that path. Although there might be other teams potentially to challenge that, but I think maybe it's going to be a massive battle for third rather than second place. But either way, then we got Fleeks, third place in the end, as we already heard from Figo. You guys wanted to get that 1-2, wasn't possible in the end. And yeah, how do you feel about your strategy then with the intercuts and all of that?
I don't really know. To be honest, I'm tired and I just want to go to sleep. But uh, I don't know. And Hernani was saying that like the last lap of the last lap, wait, the last corner of the last lap. My bad. The reason I lost so much speed is because I slowed down a lot, so I didn't like push him off the track or like kill him like fully. So that's where I lost all my speed. But the strategy, I don't really give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest. I just want to go to sleep.
All right, so good night and go to sleep, I guess. And yeah, nice podium by the way. So yeah, so I guess we go then to P5 member goat. Is he? Yes, he is. So yeah, nice race there. Another top five finish, and of course with Kubo's DNF that also did one up once for you. So yeah, what can you say about your race?
Mm, Yeah, no, like another decent result. I don't think this was my best race. Like last week at Motegi, I felt so much better than here, but it's nice to still get a P5 out of it. Of course, a bit lucky with Kubo DNFing, who I was definitely not beating today if he didn't DNF. But no, just decent race. I didn't quali well, so I decided to do like a reverse strategy. So I did hards first until the last stint doing soft, which was made it kind of fun for me. I drove in the middle of nowhere for most of the time, I feel. And then at the end, I got the kind of mini game of trying to catch Aussie, but I think he was like 5 seconds ahead when I came out of the pit. So that was a bit too far for 7 laps, but it was fun. Decent race. Nothing more to say about it.
All right, then as now we're gonna go then to card with P11. Probably very rough race as you kind of saw apparently your Glow was teleporting. So what can you say?
Yeah, I don't know. I just like lost so many positions because I just couldn't get past Blavo, and then he started TPing in front of me. Like I lost the slip to, like I had so many crashes with him, just trying to get past him because he was on slower tires, and yeah, I don't know. I lost the slip to like I should have had slip with Joe, and then I should have had slip with fucking what? I should have had slip with Joe, and then I should have had slip with F1 fan, and I should have had slip with fucking blank. There's like so many things that happened, and I just constantly get slowed up by one guy running a different strategy than me, and it's just like really fucking annoying.
All right then.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So frustrating race overall, but yeah, let's see if we can have a better race in 2 weeks' time. As then we go. Is there more people to interview? Yeah, maybe Ricky Boy and Kubo. So is Ricky Boy
Hello.
here? Yes, you are. So probably a difficult race, but yeah, how did you feel getting some well experience?
Yeah, it was fun beginning fighting with Connor, 6Y, and Sedge, but I just kind of lost them. I miscalculated my laps, tried to do some undercuts, but miscalculated and just went for medium, hard, medium. Was catching Connor, but I made mistakes, so yeah.
All right, so that was a very quick one, and yes, so I guess to end we go then with Kubo, who what was looking to be a pretty much a P4 finish in the end. It was a DNF, and so yeah, were you expecting to have some lag there, or was it really just took you out
Oh,
of
it's
surprise?
a single bad lap of lag spikes. It happened to be exactly 3, which is terrible. I did I did ask for Guzzy's permission to rejoin the track away from like anyone, even when I'm lapped, to not interfere with anything. So I don't count that as a DNF. I count that as a P17. But yeah, it was a guaranteed P4. I mean, Ozzy was chasing me early on. He was faster, but then I got into the groove of things. It was guaranteed P4. I wouldn't have lost it for anything. So shame to lose the points, especially when Jer delivered such a good performance. Would have been a double top 8 for us if not for that whole lag spikes business. But
Actually, now that
what can
you
you do?
now that you say, I think it was not exactly P4. It may have been potentially Rado for second because Ozzy was very close to Flix and Hernandi. If you were a little bit ahead, maybe you would have caught up to them in the final lap
There's
potentially.
no point in thinking what could have happened because they could have just driven differently if I was still there. But yeah, it's just a shame to lose the points, all because of one lap of bad lag.
Yeah, it was actually quite severe. At least, oh, you were just flying away and then coming back. So
Yeah, it was completely perfect before that lap, and it was completely perfect after that lap.
yeah.
I guess my PC just overheated momentarily to such a degree that it came back after recording 3 leagues in a row as well.
All right then. So that's it then for the train interviews. As now we're gonna have the mid-season break, and then we're gonna come back in 2 weeks' time to the Argentinian Grand Prix in Mar del Plata. So we'll see you there. Until the next time, and goodbye.